The hidden cost of living for everyone else. Ultimately, I think a lot of us are afraid of running afoul of what other people think we should do. Now, it's easier when you're older to be able to say, you know what, this is my life. This is how I choose to live it. It's not affecting you. It has nothing to do with your life. You are the one who's able to decide what you do with your life. So therefore, I should also be able to decide what I do with my life. Unless I'm doing something dangerous for my health, unless I'm doing something that's harming other people, then I would respectfully ask that you stay out of things, right? And a lot of that happens because we have been conditioned to do things that please people, to make people happy, to make people like us. Because some of us think that the absolute worst thing we can do is not be liked by others. That is not true. There's going to be somebody that dislikes everybody, right? Not everyone is going to like you, and that's okay, right? Maybe they don't like your decisions. Maybe they don't like your hair color. Maybe they don't like what you wear. Maybe they don't like any number of things. As I've said before, not everybody likes chocolate ice cream. Does that make chocolate ice cream inherently bad? No, it does not. It just means that you're not going to be everyone's cup of tea, and that's okay. Because ultimately, if every single person on this earth liked you, you would likely have a lot more frenemies than actual people who are actually rooting for you and supporting you. And it's important to look at it like that. I would rather be loved for who I am than hated for who I'm not. Right? And so ultimately, we have to realize that the people that are meant to find us will find us. Those that don't understand where we're coming from, those that don't understand who we are or what we're about, are committed to misunderstanding us. That's okay too, because not everybody is for every person. We have to realize that certain people mesh and certain other people do not mesh, right? And ultimately, let's talk about where people pleasing begins. People pleasing generally begins when people feel like they're not enough, or they're too much, or they're not doing the things that they need to be doing, and they need to change themselves so that they could be liked. However, being liked is great and all, but you have to ask yourself, how compatible are you with this person? Do you trust this person? Are they a person that you want to be friends with, or are you just wanting to be popular? Right? You have to live your life for yourself. I'm not saying be completely selfish. I'm saying living the life you want to live and how you want to live it. And ultimately, if you're anything like me, you will think that boundaries are terrifying, and they can be. I still have issues and struggle with boundaries. I'm not going to lie about that, because that's the truth. I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. I don't want to frustrate anyone. I don't want to make anyone feel poorly about themselves or anything of that sort. And boundaries are terrifying, especially when you're used to being unprotected. You're used to being able, or you're used to allowing access to people that may or may not deserve access. You have to determine that question. You have to answer that question. Are you going to let people talk down to you? Are you going to let people mistreat you? Are you going to let people spread rumors about you? Are you going to let them make you feel bad about yourself? Are you going to endure abuse so that you have friendship, so that you have companionship? Because ultimately, that is a high price to pay for companionship and friendship, right? And the other thing is, the longer you deal with stress, the harder it is on your body. It takes a huge toll on your body, right? And there is science behind chronic stress. Chronic stress can cause a lot of conditions: ulcers, heart issues, anxiety, depression, any number of things, overthinking. And if you are a person that deals with life by your faith and your identity and who you are with your faith, that is something that can definitely help you look through certain things. And if you are a person of faith, keep doing your faith. Keep doing what you feel is important to you. Don't let anyone derail you from where you want to go. And if your faith is extremely important to you, keep going with it. Keep doing what you need to do to keep growing in your faith. Let's talk about practical ways to change. Ultimately, you have to be comfortable realizing that not everyone is going to agree with you. You do not have to be a people pleaser. You do not have to be a yes person. You can be a person that says, you know what, I respectfully disagree. You don't have to apologize. You don't have to over-explain. You don't have to go into the hows and the whys and try to convince them. Because some people, you could hand them all the information, including, this is my life, and it won't matter to them one iota. You have to live your life and not worry if people are talking poorly about you, if people are criticizing your decisions, because ultimately those decisions are yours to make, no one else's. And so ultimately you have to realize that you have the autonomy to decide to do whatever you wish to do. Whether other people like it, whether other people don't, that is not your concern. What other people think about you is none of your business. Eleanor Roosevelt. And ultimately, hope is the biggest of all, because we're going to have valleys, we're going to have peaks, we're going to have good times and we're going to have bad times, but hope is what keeps us moving forward. Have hope in yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror and realize that you're living the life that you want to live, that you can do it, that you can do hard things, you can do painful things. You can do things that most other people are too afraid to even attempt. But you got this. Know that. Remember that. Feel that. Believe that. Set your mind to that. So thank you so much for tuning in to Recovering Perfectionist Mama, Grace in Progress. My name is Buffy. I'm an almost 18-year criminal defense attorney. If you got value from this, please feel free to like and subscribe. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I hope you have a great rest of your day, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. And also, if you're interested in deep dives, please feel free to like and subscribe. I have over 1,500 videos on Recovering Perfectionist Mama, and I have about 300, almost 400 on Grace and Gavel. So if you're interested in those, please feel free to check those out. I'd greatly appreciate it, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.